All right, everybody, good morning. Welcome to Against the Public for July 26th. I'm Dana Lane. Today, we're going to go through my top Major League Baseball free plays for Friday. Hopefully, we can continue that nice win streak. Good win last night on our free plays, and we're going to hope to do it again on Friday. Then we'll wrap it up with our weather report. We'll take a look at how humidity affects favorites and underdogs and home teams and road teams, which teams do the best in humidity, which teams do the worst in high heat and high humidity. We'll go through all of that. After the show, please go to pickdawgz.com. I'll have my premium Major League Baseball plays locked and loaded for Friday. You can jump on them individually, or better yet, jump on an MLB 3-pack for just $49.99. Each 3-pack and each individual play comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. You must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, there's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's to become an all-access member, and there's no time like right now to get involved with that. We have the preseason. We have preseason football coming up shortly, 7 days away from preseason football. Houston, Chicago kicks it off at the Hall of Fame game, and you can get that play. We'll have side and total in that, and you can get that play and every Major League Baseball play, and if you do it long enough, you can get the NHL, college basketball, NBA, next year's Major League Baseball. That comes with the annual all-access pass. You can get all of that for the next 365 days for just $3.02 a day. Now, that's a reduced price. That's going to go right back up to the regular price after the kickoff of the Hall of Fame game. But I want to make sure that everybody gets involved. I want to make it as low, the price as low as possible. This is the perfect time to do it. And like I said, that will go right back up as soon as that game kicks off. If 365 days, a little bit too much of a commitment, that's fine. You can get the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, and the next 90 days for less than $10 a day. So no matter how you do it, please make sure you make a choice, because this is going to be a terrific NFL and college football season. If you were with us last year, it's a no-brainer. Come right back. Over 4,000 units won last year. Every play documented on Pickdawgz.com. So grab that credit card. Let's throw an annual all-access pass on there. Let's roll our sleeves up. Let's get to work. Here's your Friday free plays in Major League Baseball. We'll start things off 6:40 Eastern Time. 9-11, 9-12 is your rotation number. Minnesota Twins against the Detroit Tigers. Minnesota minus $1.70. 8 is your total. Pablo Lopez against Kiter Montero. This matchup's giving a heavy amount of wagers. Really, it's only second to Texas and Toronto, which is also a head scratcher, but somehow the public loves these two games for some reason. Not very public games, but they love them. We do see 74% of the cash is on the Twins, along with 80% of the tickets. And bettors seem to love the total even more in this one. We have a massive amount of bettors jumping on the over both with money and ticket count. If you're on the total, and we want to make sure that you do shop for the best number, because there is a fair amount of minus $1.10s out there. We do see a minus $1.05 on the over as well. But I do suspect those minus $1.10s might go up, because those individual shops see a high percentage on the over. So that juice might even go up more. So very important, as it is every single day, to make sure you shop for the best number. Lopez, 8-7 this year, 4.86 ERA after 20 starts. In his last 5 starts, we've seen him give up 10 earned runs in his last 31 innings, which is what he's lasted over his last 5 starts. That's a 2.90 ERA. Minnesota's 11-9 when Lopez starts, giving him 5.42 runs per game, which includes 7 games of 6 runs or more, and 4 others where they've scored 11 runs or more for Lopez. And as far as Montero is concerned, 1-3 this year, 5.97 ERA. He'll be making his 6th start of the season after getting buried in his last 2 starts against Toronto and the Los Angeles Dodgers, allowing 10 earned runs in 10 1/3 innings. We're going to go over the 8 as your first free pick. Game number 2, 6:40 Eastern Time, 9:21, 9:22. Cleveland Guardians against the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies minus $1.75, 8.5 under minus 11. Ben Lively against Christopher Sanchez. This is there's a decent betting trend out there. When two teams above 500 get together, when the public is overwhelmingly on one side of the total, which they are here, with almost 75% of the money on the over, it's always kind of good to go the other way, or at least the trend has said go the other way. But if you look at the total record in doing that, when two teams over 500 get together and you go the other way of what the public is going, you'd be 88 and 75 this year. But I'm really having a hard time not siding with the public in this one. We have Ben Lively, who's 8-6, a 3.57 ERA, but just 1-3 in his last 5 starts. Over his last 4 starts, Lively has allowed 13 earned runs in 22 innings. It's a 5.32 ERA. And in his last 5 starts, opponents are hitting .262, which is 21 points higher than his season average. Sanchez 7-5, excellent 2.97 ERA, but like Lively, he's been just okay over his last three outings, 11 earned runs in his last 15 2/3. I'm going to go over the 8.5 in this one as well. So we got 2 overs. And then finally, game number 3, 9:38 Eastern Time, 9:19, 9:20, Oakland Athletics on the road, minus $1.30. 9 over, minus 15 against the Los Angeles Angels. Mitch Spence against Carson Fulmer. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, I rebooted my computer because I didn't think Oakland on the road would be much of a favorite at all this year. But here we are. They're a favorite for just the 13th time this season and 17th time over the last 2 seasons. In fact, since 2022, when Oakland is the favorite, they've been okay in this spot, but when they've been the favorite since 2022, they're just 12-12, minus 3.92 units, but 9-3 this season, plus 4.09 units. This is the first time they've been a road favorite since last season, when they dropped all 3 games in that spot, and they haven't won a road game as a favorite since 2022. It's not the Angels. Not that the Angels are some easy selection in this game, with a 39-61 record as a home favorite since 2022. That would lose you over 13 units. But Fulmer comes out of the bullpen to make his 3rd start. He's allowed 5 earned runs in his last 15 1/3 innings. That's a 2.94 ERA. And Spence has been getting smashed with 19 earned runs allowed in his last 25 2/3 innings, at 6.66 ERA. I just can't pull the trigger on the A's. I know this this really seems like I'm going against what my gut is telling me here, but I cannot lay this big of an amount with the Oakland A's as a favorite on the road. So I'll take the plus money here with the Los Angeles Angels. And before we go tonight's handicapping tip, which focuses on humidity and its effect on home teams and road teams and favorites and underdogs, and let's get into it a little bit and see what we've come up with. So far in 2024, when humidity is 50% or more, home teams have won 53% of the games, 555 and 493. But, of course, not good enough to turn a profit, minus 30.84 units. Road teams, you can flip the record, obviously. Road teams, minus 14.98 units. So nothing really there that jumps off the page, except home teams have a little bit more of an advantage when the humidity is 50% or more. When it's 60% or more, home teams have won even less, 52.1%. They've also lost 30.42 units. Road teams in this scenario now have profited. Road teams, when the humidity is 60% or more, plus 7.13 units, and that, of course, is behind a record of 355 and 386. 60% or more, when the temperature is 80 degrees or more, home teams have won 56.2% of their games this season, plus 1.83 units. Road teams minus 11.20. So who are the best teams when there's 60% humidity and 80 degrees or more over the last 3 seasons? Well, the Baltimore Orioles by far are the best team in this scenario. Baltimore's 25-8, we'll just call it the 60-80 rule. Baltimore 25-8 under the 60-80 rule, plus 12.83 units. Cincinnati second, 15-9, 5.96 units. And Philadelphia also really good, 22-9, plus 5.03. Now, who are the worst teams when it's the 60-80 rule? Well, Miami 65-74, minus 11.19 units. Washington 8-22, minus 9.18 units. And Houston 49-35, a winning record, but just massive favorites. And that's of course takes out a lot of their bankroll, minus 8.78 units. 80-60 home teams over the last 3 seasons have won 55% of the games, minus 25.02 units. Road teams, minus 38.52 units. But here's where it becomes interesting. Since 2018, 80-60 home teams in August. Now we're just taking the month of August. Teams playing in 80-degree weather and 60% humidity. Home teams are 298 and 249, a 545 win percentage. But here's the real handicapping tip. Favorites in the month of August since 2018 under the 80-60 rule is 345 and 203, a 63% win percentage in the month of August. That is something that you can keep in the back of your mind when that calendar flips, because 63% win percentage for the home team when it's 80-60, that's a handicapping tip that you got to remember. So if there's anything you'd like me to research, please just drop me a comment on the YouTube channel. If I have the numbers, I'd be certainly more than happy to go and research it. And we'll start infiltrating some football here pretty soon, because we're about a week away from that Hall of Fame game. And we'll look at preseason numbers, historical preseason numbers, so you can get ready for the NFL preseason. That does it for your Friday free plays and handicapping tip of the day. Please go to Pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every game I release for one low price. Here's your Friday free play recap. Minnesota Detroit over 8, Cleveland Philadelphia over 8.5, and Los Angeles Angels plus $1.10. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch on a daily basis. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Friday.